Big play here will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
Here we go, 46.
56 to Mark. Check 56. Let's go, D.
56.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. He's going to sling this deep downfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. After the interception, here's Trubisky. That's complete to John Ross. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered. It's both feet down for the completion.
Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Prescott. Oh, he almost had it. Already with one interception, just missing his second there.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete.
We're going to 54. Why is?
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
At the 42-yard line.
Here we go. 488.
44. Come on. You better bring it.
And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go. 488.
56. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Under.
On me.
Here we go. Going to 54. Going to 54. Why?
6.
26.
First down, Prescott. That one complete to Elliott. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll make it a second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
56.
They'll throw again. Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
47.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. And look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. They'll try the left side. It's Harmon. Just a couple there on the 2nd down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Here's Trubisky. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Check 56. I'm coming for you. You mine.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On 2nd down now, it's Elliott. It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Go to 54, go to 54. Line in. Here we go, 47.
3rd and short yardage. Prescott. Cooper's got it. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down. The first opportunity in the red zone for the Cowboys. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. Shim, shim. Check, check. Fresno, Fresno, Fresno. Check 31, check 31.
So that'll back him up 5. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Check it backer, check it backer.
Here we go, 46.
Check 3, check 3. Slam, slam.
26.
After the penalty, it's Elliott. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
On the tackle. A gain of 6 brings up 2nd and 9 at the 15-yard line.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
With the score, Bengals 7, Cowboys 0.
Here we go, line in.
49 to Mike.
We're going to 54, line in.
49 to Mike, 149. Danny. 49, guys. Mike, 49.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott. Elliott a first down and more. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 14th touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Lutz with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And to give this time to the tailback. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now a give, right side. Harmon, and he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
I know they want to go for it here, and I know that their fans want them to go for it, but listen, I'm going to play head coach right here and look at the facts. Tie game, plus, even if you get the first, you still got a half a field to go. I'll go ahead and punt the football myself.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. Here we go on 4th down with Trubisky. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line.
Alert 3. Check. 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 Check.
We're going to 54. Wide in.
Elliott running right. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Let's get the ball.
We're going to 53.
Crash. Crash. Crash.
26.
Prescott from the gun. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 13 yards and a 1st down, Cowboys. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
What we got? I got motion man. Me. I got this. 49.
26.
From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
Here we go.
A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Here we go. Wide in.
49. Come on. You go tight.
Here we go. Kill.
You got tight right there. Switch.
26.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Gotta do better. Come on.
26.
This is Elliott. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7.
All that Q stuff, that ain't working. That Q stuff ain't working.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
49, guys. Mike, 49. Guys, it's game situation. Hustle. Mike's 49. Mike's 49.
Here we go. Going to 54. Going to 54. Wide in. 26.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
And Lutz's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Chitabella-Louzier with a pick. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation. But sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
47.
Following the interception, here's Prescott looking deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys are able to show off their quick strike ability. Lutz will look to add the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Defense wins championships, baby. Kill, kill, kill.
Now a give, right side. It's Harmon. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Yeah, the Cowboys here on 3rd down, bringing in an extra defensive back.
Lock in, lock in.
Trubisky will throw. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Looking to throw, Trubisky on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a Bengal 1st down, a pickup of 11. Now Trubisky on 1st down. There goes a deep ball, end zone. As his guys are in for 6. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Elliott on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game.
Next to score, Cowboys
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the...
He's got a man, complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. 3 touchdown passes now for Mitchell Trubisky. And the Bengals are going to jump back in front. 1 play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
He's going to 53.
We got double up.
26.
Now Prescott. He's going to look deep down the field. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 54. Line in.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Pulled in at the 24. 12 yards on the return that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. Maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. On 2nd down, it's Harmon, and he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable third down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Throwing here, Trubisky. He's going to look deep for more. And that will be incomplete.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times, tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Here's Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
We're going to 53. 49. We're going to 54. Right here. Come on, boy. 26.
To throw is Prescott. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A big play here for the Cowboys. 66 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
Kill. Check three.
Here's Elliott. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20. Give him maybe a yard. Quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
49 to Mike. Bring it.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Von Miller doing what he does best with a sack.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
Spot. Here we go, 47.
49, guys. Mike, 49. Let's put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
Here we go, 46.
Now Prescott. He'll let this go for the end zone. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and that'll bring him back within a point. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. 23 yards on the play. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. From the shotgun is Trubisky. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there for Cincinnati. 51 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Out of the gun, Trubisky. And a big loss here as he's taken down. DeMarcus Lawrence, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. After the sack on 1st down, Trubisky. And this is going to be intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
Prescott on 1st down. Shakes off the sag. Oh, Prescott stripped, and the Bengals grab it. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Cincinnati touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room, or they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave them a comfortable lead.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Bengals grab it. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Cincinnati touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
Elliott good with a PAT, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. Oh, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football. And the Bengals grab it. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
Every time, keep putting that ball on the ground. That's our ball.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You've just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
We're on to the fourth here on Thanksgiving Day. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Cowboys on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 15. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And that's Elliott. Complete. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. It'll be a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
They're going to need some therapy after this. 49 to Mike. 49 to 26.
The Cowboys will go. Prescott nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jason Garrett might be wanting to reconsider the decision to go for it there. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
I got one.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Trubisky. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. From 17 yards out. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Prescott now. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Prescott to throw it. And he comes back with one complete. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. I think everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit and possessing the football.
And picking up the first down. Now Elliott. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Here we go, 46.
49.
Here we go, going to 53.
Man, I got you. Check 50. Check 50.
26.
On 2nd and 11 now. Prescott. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
The Cowboys on third down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 11. Here's Prescott. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 43.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number one receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
Throwing. Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Going to take a shot for Gallup. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. This offense, 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though, 3rd and long.
49's the mic. Watch 49. I want that. Give me that.
They'll throw again. Prescott. And a throw there going to be incomplete. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense, it's going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
We're going to 53.
Prescott to throw on 4th. That's to his running back, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. Jason Garrett might be wanting to reconsider the decision to go for it there. And the Bengals will get the football back. The Bengals drive about to get going, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Play action. Now Trubisky. He's able to find Wallace. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Here's Trubisky going long here for Wallace. And my goodness, another interception. And Xavier Woods with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
47.
49. 49's the mic. 49's the mic. Squeeze, double. Watch the safety creep. Check 43.
Now on 2nd and 16, Prescott. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this Be Who You Are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Now it's Trubisky. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. From 3 yards out. And the Bengals use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And that touchdown reception is the 5th for him in this game, and that ties the NFL record.
And a record that's held up since 1950. This is another person that's tied it, but think about this. Bob Shaw said it in 1950. Kellen Winslow came along and tied it. And then, of course, Jerry Rice tied it as well. And finally, we're seeing it here one more time. Phenomenal.
And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Throwing again on 2nd down. Prescott, nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Prescott from the gun on 3rd. Over the middle, it's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Prescott. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games.
And that's caught inside the 30. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive? And a big loss here as he's taken down.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
He's got the connection to Cooper. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a third down.
A pickup of 23 yards. It's now third down.
Mike's 49. He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
47.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Cincinnati, they just keep on rolling as they move to 9-2 with a win here. And now they'll get the weekend off as they get a little extra